In the next few minutes, I want to show you what I believe is the biggest change in medical practice marketing in the past decade. Because before patients ever visit your website, before they ask their friends, and often before they call your office, AI has already answered their questions. And your practice is either part of the answer or it isn't. Understanding why may become one of the most important things independent practices build over the next several years. Most of us still think the patient journey starts when someone lands on our website. I don't think that's true anymore. I think the journey increasingly starts with a conversation that happens before we ever know the patient exists. They ask ChatGPT or Google AI overviews or Gemini or Claude. And by the time that patient reaches your website, AI has already narrowed the field. In some cases, it's already even made a recommendation. For years, our websites were the front door. Then search engines became the front door. Now AI's answer engines are becoming the front door. Patients don't necessarily search for practices anymore. They're asking questions. Who specializes in LASIK in my area? Who performs premium cataract surgery in my city? And AI answers. By the way, our administrator was at an Asterisk workshop where everyone was instructed to enter that exact question into their phone. And hers was the only one that pulled up our practice as the top choice. Because we're adapting our footprint to be AI friendly. And that answer shapes everything that follows. This isn't some future trend, it's already happening. Many patients are consulting AI before ever seeing a physician. And a growing percentage of online health searches are already displaying AI-generated responses, which means AI has entered the referral pathway, whether we acknowledge it or not. This is where things get interesting. AI doesn't randomly recommend practices. It builds confidence, it looks for signals, and many excellent practices simply haven't provided those signals in ways that AI can understand. We've been guilty of that. So outstanding physicians can become practically invisible, not because they lack expertise, but because they lack clarity. In the new marketing reality, the first thing you engineer isn't advertising, it's AI brand signal. Because if AI doesn't recognize and trust your practice, everything else becomes harder. Whether it's ChatGPT, Gemini, or Google's AI results, every answer engine is trying to answer three questions, not explicitly, but underneath the surface. These are the questions. Can AI find you? This is discoverability. Can AI consistently locate information about your practice? Can it associate you with the procedures you want to own? Can it understand your locations and service lines? If the answer is no, the process stops right there. Does AI know you? This is entity clarity. AI creates a mental model of your practice. It tries to understand who are your physicians, which locations do they serve, which procedures do they perform, which service lines matter most. If that picture is fragmented or inconsistent, AI struggles to recommend you confidently. Does AI trust you? This is authority. Trust isn't something we claim, it's something AI observes. Reviews, physician-authored content, third-party citations, recognized authority websites, educational material, consistency across the web. AI is constantly weighing those signals. That's the bad news. The good news is that all three are engineerable. They're not matters of luck, they're not matters of personality, and they're not matters of spending. They're matters of systems, and systems can be fixed. If these ideas are interesting to you, I'd invite you to join us inside Visionary Marketing Lab. We're bringing together independent ophthalmologists and practice leaders who are trying to understand this new landscape and, more importantly, how to build around it. Because AI isn't replacing referrals, it's becoming part of the referral chain. And the practices that understand that early are going to have a tremendous advantage. In the next discussion, I'll talk about what I think is the most important implementation decision in this entire framework, because trying to engineer everything at once is usually the fastest path to accomplishing nothing.